about this. The Africa Muslims Agency's spokesperson there. We speak to Mr. Behroz Hamid. A very good evening to you, and thank you so much for speaking to us, Mr. Hamid. So just tell us exactly what happened and when did it happen?
Yes, hello to you and the viewers. Last night, after iftar, a vehicle bombed vehicle blasted in a dormitory or hostel of students, and unfortunately, all the victims are civilians, and about 30 person killed, and more than 120 person injured in this blast last night.
So tell us a little bit more about the area. You say many of your agency team's members were wounded. How many exactly?
Yes, our team were donating hot mail parcels every single days in Behroz provinces in Afghanistan. Especially Logar is one of the most poorest area in Afghanistan. Due that our team were over there before a moment ago the explosion. And our team were donating hot mail for iftar.
Just educate our viewers a little bit more about this area of Afghanistan. Logan, you say it's a tourist area. Hard to imagine for us, considering that Afghanistan is at war.
Yes, Afghanistan is, it's here is a 4 decades war in Afghanistan, and 4 decades war destroy everything. 4 decades war brought poverty, and about 70%, 80% population of Afghanistan lives under.
Okay, we'll see if we can reconnect.
Poverty line. These people need humanitarian assistance. Due to the African Muslim Agency in Afghanistan does the humanitarian assistance, especially giving food. People here need food.
Behroz, are people still able to live in their homes, considering the bombardments? Are people living in camps? What is the situation?
About 20 minutes ago, there was a blast in Kabul. I'm in Kabul right now, and electric cut. Right now, I'm talking with Roach to you, and there is a huge blast in Kabul. Maybe it's the blast of a gas station, and unfortunately, the electrical cut. And people of Afghanistan living in war, they grew up in war, and they are struggling with poverty, with war, and the normal living issues.
Is there anything good for them to look forward to? I was reading an interesting story about how some people are picking up books that they find on the streets and creating a library. So that's a positive story. Are there other positive stories amidst all of this?
Yeah, among these sad stories, there are still some positive stories too. People try to make something to themselves, and they still have hope. And Africa Muslim Agency start a campaign here by the name of More Than a Mail. More Than a Mail means that not only a meal. It gives hope, and we have many other projects by More Than a Meal campaign, and we're African Muslim Agency here try to support education, open water boreholes here, and also we have orphan sponsorship project here, so bakery project, and some other projects too. So people still do not lost their hopes and wishes. They try to make something to themselves.
No. Thank you so much for speaking to us, and all the best to you. Behroz Hamid from Africa Muslim Agency, speaking to us about a bombing incident in Logar in Afghanistan. He says where he is in Kandahar, there's just been a blast as well. So people living under very difficult circumstances, but trying to make the best out of what one can only imagine is the worst imaginable situation.